Welcome to Menopause Moment. I'm Susan Baroncini-Moe. This episode is sponsored by Medterra, our CBD, your health. And joining me today is Catharine Arnston, the founder and CEO of Energy Bits, the first company to make algae easy to take, easy to understand, and fun. Catharine, welcome to the show.
Oh, wow. And I'm proud, I'm so delighted to be here and to see my baby.
Yes. Yes. And
that's what we women do. We have babies. Mine just happened to be a company.
Yeah, mine just happens to be shows.
Mine was a 10-month birthing process. How about yours? Or 10-year rather?
Well, mine's been a long time in the making, yeah. Although this show, not so much. This show, because of the other show I was doing, this is sort of my recovery process.
Oh, very good. All right. Wow. You bounced back fast. Okay.
Yeah,
good for you.
yeah. So, okay. When you were on my show, 2questions.tv, we talked about your business journey and a little about algae, but I want to really get into the product, Energy Bits, and what they're doing, because I found, I went into menopause officially last November. And I found that since that sort of happened, I've been super tired, among other things. I've been super tired. And you know, when you're tired and you have that kind of foggy brain, you tend to go toward caffeine.
Yeah, or
which
sugar.
for me triggers hot flashes.
Yeah.
So when I'm feeling really tired in the morning, I can't have coffee. And I've added, I've gotten like amazing at knocking out 30 of these. Like I know, I'm sure you don't even count anymore. Like I just know what it looks like now.
Right.
And I just throw them with my other supplements and knock them back, and it helps me. Like I can't even tell you. Like I took them this morning and I feel so much better than I did earlier.
Yeah.
What's it doing? What is this stuff doing? So what is Energy Bits and what's it doing to me?
Okay. Well, there's a couple things. First of all, Energy Bits is the company name, but it's also the name of the brand of spirulina algae. And we have another algae that's called chlorella that has a brand name of Recovery Bits. And I'd like to talk about that as well, because it's also equally helpful to you. So, so what Energy Bits is doing, well, like I said, spirulina. And spirulina has the highest concentration of protein in the world. So, and it's all plant protein, and it's already in the amino acid form. So your body doesn't have to do any work at all to get access to the protein. So it gives you back energy, because 15% of your energy goes to digestion. So when you don't have to spend any energy to digest stuff, that's like getting a get out of jail pass. Yeah. So, so the protein is feeding your mind, feeding your body, stabilizing your blood sugar, because often when you have a lot of foods, high quantity, your insulin spikes, and that causes a cascade of other chemicals, cortisol, and that can contribute to things like your hot flashes. So none of that happens, because even though it's high concentration of protein, it's only 5 grams, and so it doesn't stimulate any of this. We actually had a big article just last week in Diabetes Today, because the diabetics are realizing how great it is, because it balances, it actually lowers blood sugar, and the ketogenic community likes it because it keeps their ketones high. So the protein is number one. It also has the highest concentration of iron, and iron is what carries oxygen in your blood. So this contributes to lack of fatigue again, because you need oxygen to think and to function. And so when your body isn't having to struggle, like when you're tired, like you are just muscling your way through the day, and when you have the proper oxygen and you have the right proteins, so your blood sugar is balanced, things are much more effortless. The algae also contains 40 other vitamins and minerals, including essential fatty acids like omega-3, and another essential fatty acid called GLA, which is actually technically an omega-6, but behaves like an omega-3. And the only place where you get more of this GLA is in mother's milk. And the reason why it's in mother's milk is because it helps stabilize the brain and helps the brain grow. And the baby's brain doubles or triples in size within the first 2 or 3 years. So after you're a baby, where are you going to get GLA from? So it's in the algae. And so when your brain is being fed proper fats, your thinking is clearer. Your mental processing is better. We work with surgeons and scientists who treat people with post-traumatic stress disorder, and they used to give them a big protocol of fish oil and CoQ10 and B12, and now they just give them the spirulina because it does all the same things, but it does it naturally. So those are just a few of the many things that are going on, which is why it's supporting your physical body so that your processing can be much more effortless.
Yeah, well, it has made when I went into menopause, I didn't know anything about it. Like, I just got a call like, hey, your blood tests show you're in menopause. Yay. And I had no idea what to expect. I actually thought all of my night sweats were because I started them last summer, and I didn't even think anything about it because it was summer. I thought I was just sweating because it was hot. And so, no. And so the air conditioning really has been working well. And I didn't know. And so there were so many things I didn't know. I had no idea that there was something called menopause brain, just like pregnancy brain. And that I would be so foggy. And when you were on the other show and you sent me the energy bits, I was like, well, I'll try them. I don't know what it'll do. And I was surprised at how much of an effect it made. And these things, I'm sure you have some, but let me see if I can show these for our viewers. They're very small. And you take like 30 of these, and it's a lot to take, at one time, but you just count them out and you get a giant bag of 1,000. So,
well, the other thing is because they have so much protein and they satisfy your hunger, they're like a mini meal. So you could have them for breakfast, you could have them for lunch. Algae is a food crop. I want people to understand they are not a supplement. And in fact, last week I was so excited because the U.S. Congress submitted the very first legislation called the Algae Agricultural Act.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is big news for us in the algae industry, because I'm always telling people it's food and they think, oh no, it's a supplement, it's a pill. This firmly establishes algae as a crop, and what's happening is the American government is recognizing how nutrient dense it is and how eco-friendly and sustainable it is, and almost all the algae is grown in Asia, so they want to have it start growing here. So this act is to help to provide tax incentives and funding for farmers in America to grow algae. Yay!
Yeah, that's awesome.
So if anyway, it's no different than kale or broccoli, except it's got a nutrient profile that's off the charts and has 1,000 times more nutrients. So it's very much a snack. And if you don't like I chew mine, but if you don't like the flavor, you can certainly swallow them. But but the other algae we have called recovery bits, which pulls out toxins, and I want to talk to you a little bit about that. Most people really like that flavor, and if you eat them with macadamia nuts, I swear to God, they taste like potato chips. So here you are, you're pulling out toxins, you're building your immune system, and you're having a great little snack. And you mentioned that you were taking these with your other supplements. There is so much nutrition in these little algae tablets. You don't need any other supplements at all. You don't need a fish oil because it's got the essential fatty acids. You don't need any magnesium, potassium, or any other minerals because it's loaded with those.
I didn't even think about that. I am taking them with magnesium.
Yeah, you don't need any of that. Nothing.
Oh yeah. Good tip. And save you some money.
Save you some money. And also because the nutrients are from a crop, your body recognizes them, so you absorb 99% of them. Most of those vitamins are made from extracts that are artificial, and your body can't recognize them. You just pee them out, so it's a waste of money. So they are a replacement for your supplements, absolutely.
That's so great. That's so great.
Okay, let's take a short break for a word from our sponsor.
For many women, menopause comes with hot flashes and night sweats, and they can be brutal. Mine kept me awake all night, so I was tired and cranky all day long. I tried all kinds of supplements and CBD oils, but nothing put a dent in my hot flashes. Then, I started using Medterra's CBD oil, and my hot flashes and night sweats were dramatically reduced in severity and frequency, so I wake up less often and get a lot more sleep. Just a dropper under my tongue in the morning and another one at night, and my hot flashes decreased by about 80%. And unlike many of the CBD oils I tried, there's almost no taste to Medterra's CBD oil, which makes it a lot easier to take. Get your CBD oil at medterra.com today and use the promo code Menopause Moment, all lowercase, for 10% off your order.
And we're back.
I mean, I remember you saying that it's funny. You said the last time we talked that the hockey players were using them.
Yeah. So we fuel 5 NHL teams, and we were just recently contacted by some doctors who work with the entire Major League Baseball's league and the entire NHL, and they want to start getting these into every single team, and for 2 reasons: because everybody's being more cognizant of what they're putting in their body, and it's finally getting out about how bad sugar is, and of course things like Gatorade are just locked and loaded with sugar. So the energy bits give you the energy without any sugar or caffeine or chemicals. It's as natural a food group as you can get, and it's steady energy. So they put like 3 or 4 servings, like 75, into their smoothie before the game. And they also then use the recovery bits, which is chlorella, which I want to talk to you about. That's the algae that builds your immune system and pulls out toxins, including lactic acid. Mm-hmm. So the, in hockey particularly, they're doing all those short, fast spurts. And as a future skater yourself,
yes,
you might want to take the recovery bits before you skate, because they take about an hour and a half to kick in, whereas the spirulina gets in right away. But it pulls out lactic acid, alcohol, any kind of lead, mercury, anything that shouldn't be there. So so the hockey players like to take them before the game so they can get that chlorella working. It's a game changer for athletes. It's really unbelievable.
And is the chlorella useful in terms of menopause?
Well, yes, in many other ways. For one reason, we found out that it has the highest concentration of tryptophan. Now, tryptophan is the precursor to the neurotransmitter serotonin, which of course is the mood transmitter. Yeah. So, and when you're on a roller coaster emotionally when you're going through menopause, just like you are when you're pregnant. So this helps stabilize that. And we've had people throw away their depression medication when they start taking especially the recovery bits. And it's a precursor to the tryptophan is a precursor to melatonin. Melatonin is what helps you sleep. So, and we wondered why people were telling us they were sleeping better when they were taking this.
Yeah.
So in general, we suggest people take the energy bits in the morning because it gives you energy for your morning, or in the afternoon. Anytime you're feeling a dip, there's only 1 calorie, because also in menopause, your metabolism slows down. So it's a lot easier to put on weight, and all the algae is only 1 calorie per tab. So we take energy bits in the morning and the afternoon. And then we recommend you take the recovery bits at nighttime, because your body goes through a natural detox cycle anyway. So it will pull out those toxins when you're sleeping. It's a precursor to that melatonin, so you'll sleep a little better. And it just is just more calming to your body. So So those would be the other great things.
Are we doing a code for the show? Are we going to give our listeners any code to use?
Yeah, you tell me what you want and we'll set it up for you.
Yeah, I think we sent over a thing. Menopause Moment. Let's just make it easy.
Okay, Menopause Moment. I will write. We'll do that.
Let's do it.
So you get 20% off, and the website is energybits.com. And when you go to the shopping cart, you'll see a little box that says put your discount code here. So Menopause Moment, uppercase or lowercase, doesn't matter, and you'll get 20% off.
That's awesome. Ladies, you go. Yeah.
You want to feel better, be more alert, have more energy, don't have as much difficulty sleeping, get off that roller coaster emotionally. Hey, I've been through menopause, so I know what it's. There is a. You will pop out the other end, I promise.
I hope so. Well, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but tell me, this bag, and let's just give them like pricing and how long does this last and that sort of thing. So you get a bag, it has 1,000 tablets in it.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
and also let's note, it comes with one of these handy little things you can throw in your purse. I love it.
Yeah, everybody loves those little tins.
So mine are everywhere.
Yeah, I know, they're like rabbits.
I love it.
When I travel, I've got a whole bag full of them, So you can put a couple of servings. So the bag will last you a month if you take the minimum of 30 a day. Okay. And a bag normally is $120, but with your discount code, it brings it down to $96.
Great.
And like I said, you don't need a CoQ10, you don't need a fish oil, and by the way, fish oil, they've done studies, almost everything always goes rancid, which causes inflammation. You're supposed to be to reduce inflammation. And so
Yeah.
where do you think the fish get the omega-3 from? Yes,
Algae.
ladies, they get algae. So go to the source, go right to the source. So it will replace all those things and simplify your life at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and when you're going through menopause, everything seems more complex. So so yes, it will last you a month. And then the other one, the recovery bits, is also the same price. Discount works on everything. And it's something that there's so many other benefits. So you may be taking it to help with menopause, but and it's great for kids. Give them the same number as their age. So if they're 3, give them 3. Give them 4, give them 4. The kids love it, and you'll be doing your family a great service and yourself.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So, so we'll have those in the show notes, the link and the discount code. Thank you for doing that for our ladies. Thank you.
Well, I'm one too, you know.
Yeah, well, we got to stick together.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Well, Catherine, thank you for joining me on the show today.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me back. And it's always great to be in touch.
Absolutely. Would you like to join me in the after show?
Sure.
All right. Okay. Well, ladies, if you'd like to join us in the after show, just go to menopausemoment.com. That's the only place you can find the after show. But that's it. Yeah. Ooh, it's exclusive. Secret. Who knows what kind of secret knowledge we're going to impart there.
I know. Get past the red tape.
Really. Well, I think the after show is good. It's where we're going to share, some stories, secret knowledge, maybe some fun. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah. All right. So viewers, we're going to be at menopausemoment.com now. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Flash on.